Frank here from Paxton 22. Today is lat day. I had a certain routine that I've been going on for I guess 3 months now, maybe 4 months. Lat routine, but it's getting kind of stale, so I'm going to change up the exercise. And usually, when you get a routine, you work out and you find what works for you. There's a whole slew of different exercises that you could put into your arsenal, so long as you keep it with you're not overtraining or undertraining. My current routine for lats where I'll warm up with some pull-ups, because the pull-ups are the hardest thing to do for me. I can only probably pull up about maybe 10 reps to 15 reps at the beginning, depending on how I feel. And then the next set will be probably 8 reps, and the next set will probably be 6 reps. Next set probably 4. So I start off that early, because if I do it in my other exercises, I'll be too weak to even perform the pull-ups. I'll probably only brush out about maybe 3 sets, 3 reps. So anyway, I start off with my pull-ups, and I use this apparatus right here. And then I'll move over to wide grip lat pull downs on the cable. And before, when I was younger, I didn't really know how to perform the exercise. I used to do straight up and down, which works too, but the best way is to have it at a little angle and pull it towards your chest, so you can contract the back of your lats when you're doing it. So I've been doing that for years, decades now, performing it that way. Then my second set will be the same apparatus, the same bar, but it'll be with a narrower grip, and I'll pull it more to same angle, but your hands are closer, you get a little bit more contraction and a little bit more stretch out. And then after that, perform kind of the same exercise, but it's with an underhand grip, and the grip is a little bit closer. So I'll pull it and down to my upper abs or lower chest, and I kind of get it far. I move myself, position myself further away from where the weight is and where the cable is, so I can get a stretch. It's more like something like this, and I pull it down. You can do it from up here too, which works well. At Cobra Kai, that's how I was doing it. I started doing it here like this, and I get more of a stretch on my lats when I'm doing it that way. And then when I kind of pull in, I get more of a contraction too. So I get that stretch and less contraction when I do it that way. Then my fourth one will be the wide grip straight pull down. I do it straight, and I can't do it to the back of the neck because I have bad shoulders and I get impingement, so I have to do it kind of like to the upper chest. And I just mostly do that with a lighter weight, because it's more difficult for me to do it with my shoulders in that position. So I do it with a lighter weight, and I do it more for the contraction, and I'll go with a higher rep. And then after that, I'll follow with some rolls, and either I'll do them with the cable up there, and I'll lay flat on the bench and pull them towards me, so it's mimicking like seated rolls. Or sometimes there's a little apparatus wheel down there too, where I can hook the cable down, and I'll do seated rolls with that bar. Sometimes I use those over there. There's I don't know if you can see them. There's 2 handles. I'll hook those up, and I use them for my rows. But I would like to do dumbbell rows and barbell rows, and I do sometimes do the dumbbell rows, but my dumbbells, I only have a 50-pound pair of dumbbells, so that's the heaviest I have in my dumbbells. So I can pump out a lot of reps. I can't really go that heavy like I would want to, so I kind of go more for this cable rows than the dumbbell rows. Sometimes I'll throw them in just to mix it up. The barbell rows, I really wish I could add them to it, because it has that bulk, and they're really an effective exercises for building up the back. Gives your back that thickness. But since I have a bad back, it's hard for me to do them. I can't use as much weight as I'm capable of lifting, because of my back. Sometimes I tried it on the bench, laying the bench at an incline and trying to pull up, but the bottom of it kind of gets in the way. So it's kind of like I'm out here in rowing. So it's kind of like defeats the purpose of having that awesome row. So unless I get a T-bar, which I'm probably going to get, and I can do them that way with what's called a landmine. If you're into fitness and you work out a lot, you know what a landmine is. It's an apparatus that sits on the floor, and it has like a little harness. It swivels, and you load your barbell into it, and it holds it in connected to the floor, and you use like a T-bar handle, and you do your rows that way with Olympic barbell. But they're expensive. They can run to $200, and they're just a little plate with that little holder on. I don't know why it's so expensive. You get a set of dumbbells, like heavy dumbbells or barbells, for that much money, but just for that little thing, it's like 100, $200. It's crazy. Hey, make your money somehow. So anyway, like I said, my routine got kind of stale, so I'm gonna switch it up. I did it in reverse order. Like I said, I usually start off with that, but I actually started off with the underhand close grip, and then I'm gonna move to this, and then I'm gonna move into the overhand medium grip, and then do the rows so far. And whenever your workout gets stale, you should adjust it, and you can add on different exercises, one that's in your arsenal that you know of. By the time you're working out, been working out for a while, you probably already know what exercise you use in your routines. So there's only so many exercises. There's not like nobody invented new exercises or different ones. There's a lot of gimmicky exercises which you shouldn't do, and in another video I'll explain what those are. But like when your routine gets stale, switch it up, and you don't even have to switch the exercises necessarily. You could do what I'm doing. I'm keeping the same exercises. I'm just changing in the order which I perform them. So I'm gonna do that for a little while. Actually, like I said, I did the underhand grip first, and it felt really good. Well, I actually second because I did my pull-ups, but it actually really felt really good. So I know this changing up the order in which I'm performing this exercise for my back routine, it's gonna work for a while. So I'm gonna try that. Maybe go for it for 3 months, and then maybe add something else. Sometimes I added one arm cable pull downs, which works really well too. But for now I'm gonna switch those. Unless I get some heavier dumbbells, then I'm definitely gonna add dumbbell rows into that equation. So I'm gonna demonstrate what I do as far as the wide grip lat pull down. By the way, the way I know it is use really light. When I was doing the underhand grip, I went up to 160, and I started off with that same weight right there, and then I moved in increments of 10 pounds one at a time until I went up to 160. That right there is probably 80 pounds maybe, and then after I'm gonna probably go up to like maybe 140 or 160, depending. And then after that, I'll take the weight off again, and then I'll do the closer grip one, or the medium grip. So here it goes. So that's wide grip, lat pull down. I'm gonna add 10 pounds to it. I'm gonna do an exercise and then add another 10 pounds. I'm thinking I should show you just where my routine is, just so you could get an order of which exercises I do. Like I said, I usually use these thingamajigs when I'm doing pull-ups, because my fingers are broken, so I can't grip the barbell in 3 fingers. So like I said, I hook it up right here, and it goes on. Bought these at Dick's, about 20 bucks. Definitely recommend them. Okay, I'm gonna show you the order of the exercises I do, just so you can get a quick look at how my routine usually goes. So I might just do like 2 reps or something of each exercise, but this is the order in which I do them. First, I start off when I come in. I start off with wide grip pull up, and usually I'll hang a little bit just to stretch because I want to loosen the muscle up so I don't tear anything or injure anything because like I said, my back's really messed up. And then plus, I have a bad elbow, somewhere along the line I injured it, and I've been using a compression sleeve. I just am not wearing it today. I haven't been wearing it because it kind of healed. But when I do my my pull-ups, it kind of like it stretches it so much it kind of hurts a little bit. So I usually hang for a little bit, or I'll do a couple of reps, even though I can do more just for a while, and then I'll rest, and then I'll go into the full set. I usually do about 3 to 4 sets of the pull-ups. So the good thing it has this bar right here, you can do a lot. Those will be my first exercises, and then I'll do like 3 or 4 sets of those, and then I'll jump over to the underhand close grip, which is my new routine. I'll demonstrate that. And usually I'll do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably about 5 to 7 sets of that exercise after my pull-ups. Then I'll move on to my next exercise, which is the wide grip, which I just showed you. And I'll do maybe 4 to 6 sets of those. And then I'll move over to the close medium grip. Pull down. It's basically performed the same way, just the grip is different, so the stretch is different, and the contraction is a little bit different. But it's basically the same exercise. And when I do it this way, I can actually use more weight than I normally do with the wide grip. So that's that. Then I'll usually perform a cable roll, and I'll demonstrate a little bit of that. I have to change the bar. Usually I'll change the length of the chain, but just for this purpose, I'll leave this the way it is. And with this exercise, like I say, I'll do it this way, or put it on the lower cable and do seated rows. But this is kind of basically the same, because I'll lay flat on the bench, so it makes having me be in this position. And then you just roll. So that's that. And then after, usually, sometimes I'll do some dumbbell rows, as well as this. After I'm pretty exhausted. For my legs exercise though, on my lats, because I'm working out I changed my routine where now I'm working out. I used to do my delts with my traps because they get that work in. But since my delt takes a lot of energy, I'm just too tired, and I've been missing a lot of trap work. So I've incorporated my trap work with my delt work, with my lat work. So my last lat work exercise will be these pull-ups to the to the head, sometimes to the lower upper chest, and that hits your back as well as your trapezius in the middle, not more the top, and that's a good ender for my lat workout, and it'd be a good precursor to my trap work. And I'll demonstrate how that goes. So then I'll do this line too, to get a better stretch, because with this cable, since it's on the inside of this, it tends to hit right here, so I don't get a full extension. So when I kind of lay, I can get it better. But for now, I just do it this way. And there it is. Sometimes I'll change up that close grip one with it like this. Which is kind of basically the same thing, but I get a closer grip, and I can spread it out at the end, which works well too. I just change up little nuances here and there to tweak the exercise, but it's basically the same routine. So that's my lat routine, and then after my lat routine's done, jump into my barbell routine, which basically put the barbell across here, and then load it up. Sometimes I use a cable and use this bar I was using, and do the shrugs this way. I usually start off with a wide grip, and do maybe 4 to 6 sets of those, and then get a closer grip and do those. I could do them with a dumbbell, but like I said, I don't have enough weight. I could do far more than 50 pounds with my shrugs. I could probably do like 100 each for each side. The barbell, I mix it up between that cable and the barbell. Recently I've been doing the barbell. With the cable, the good thing about it, I can kind of lean forward and kind of squeeze the traps at the top, then actually shrugging them in back. One thing, a misconception about doing barbell shrugs, when you do them, you want to do them like this. You can do them straight up and down too, which works well. I do that too when my strength diminishes as I go through my set. But don't do this. What this is like was taught like maybe the early 80s and late 70s. People were doing this a lot, and they just kind of stuck to it, but it's not the proper way to do a shrug. They do this. So if you're doing that, don't do it. It's not the proper way to do a shrug. The proper way to do a shrug is either lean forward and squeeze your traps, or stay upright and try to go towards the back. Like I say, you can go straight up and down. That works just fine, but none of this bullshit. That does nothing. That's something like old ladies would do. Ooh, let's stretch out my lats. So anyway, it's up and down, or to the back, or angle to the up like that. So now this shit. Alright, so that's my routine for my back and my traps. I'm gonna go up that bar and finish out my sets. 3 more sets to go of lat work, and then it's on to my traps. Alright, hope that was a little informative. Leave your suggestions, tell me what you think. I'm gonna work with my friend GT, and we're gonna try to come up with a plan for I can get a better vlog going out of this. I have my old phone. I plan to get a new phone. I'll probably get the what is it, the Galaxy Ultra. Has more storage and has better camera, and then I'm gonna download an editing, a vlog editing app. I tried to load down on this one because I know my vlogs are kind of cheap and primitive, but there wasn't enough storage on this phone, so that's why I continue to do it this way. But after I get my new phone, I'm going to download the vlogging editor and try to get out some better quality vlogs. Until then, Bike Chef 21, 22, always push forward.